Hello everyone and welcome back to another Babbling Irons video. And wow. Danny Ings, the new signing, is now out for a few weeks with a knee injury. Can you get any more West Ham than this? I mean, he's literally come on for about 20-25 minutes against Everton and he's picked up an injury. Hasn't been injured at Aston Villa for the past, 18 months now? As soon as he touches the field with West Ham, he's out. He's out for 3 weeks. Now, we know Ings has injury problems in the past, but can you just explain to me how that has happened? How has he picked up a knee injury in 20 minutes? And now he's going to miss all of those crucial games that he was probably signed for while Scamacca was injured. So now we're left with Antonio again, and it's a whole dilemma. And it's just incredible. I mean, we signed Danny Ings last Thursday, just before the match. And, there was a lot of rumours that he would be maybe starting the match. And Moyes, to be fair, went with Antonio and Bowen on the right, and it worked with a back five. We got the win against Everton. But what is going on? How is he injured? It just doesn't make sense. Like, he literally played about 20-25 minutes, contributed well, to be fair to him, but I don't remember any kind of nasty tackle or anything like that he suffered. So I'm just wondering how that has even happened. And it's just the most West Ham thing I think I've ever seen. And this club just never fails to surprise me. And sometimes you just have to laugh at these things. Otherwise, you're just going to end up getting really annoyed. But it's just such a shock because he's literally spent 3 days at the club and he's now picked up an injury, and he's, been a year and a half free of those injuries that were causing him issues before. So it's just incredible. And it also now means we have to turn our attention again in the transfer window to another striker because we can't rely on Antonio for the next month. Scamacca's injured for we don't know how long. Again, a knee injury. Danny Ings now is being reported by The Guardian saying that he's going to be out for a few weeks. So the earliest we're probably going to see him is the Nottingham Forest game, which is after the run-in of Newcastle, Chelsea and Spurs. So it's just incredible. It is just incredible. And now, yeah, like I was mentioning, we have to go back in the transfer market. It's not good enough just sitting on this. So we're going to end up probably having 4 strikers at the club going into February, which is pretty crazy considering we're pretty used to having 1 striker before Scamacca came in. And, Antonio's been that sole striker for the last couple of years. So we could now have 4. And I think we need another. We need to have 4. There's no rest in here. We really cannot rely on Antonio for these next 3 or 4 games because we are going to be in big trouble if we do that. He played a bit better this weekend against Everton, but there was still, he's not a striker. He's not going to score us the goals. And, Bowen showed that he was more of the clinical finisher in that match. And Antonio was actually better drifting out wide, which we've seen happen time and time again. And we know Antonio's not a natural number 9. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens because we are linked with Terem Moffi still. It was said that, it wasn't Danny Ings or Moffi. So let's see what we go ahead with. Otherwise, we're in big trouble again. And I just cannot believe this news is coming out of pretty much nowhere because Ings, like I said, played, 20-25 minutes and didn't seem to be in any problem, any issue, and nothing came out. So there must be something niggling his knee today after the match. And yeah, it's just crazy. I mean, it's just unreal being a West Ham fan at the moment. And it's really not making, to be fair to Moyes, it's not making his job any easier because he probably thought, yeah, I've got a proven Premier League striker here. He's going to get me 5 or 6 goals towards it from now until the end of the season. And that'll probably be enough to keep us up with other goals from the likes of Bowen, Benrahma, Scamacca. But now he has absolutely no option. Let's be clear. He has absolutely no option but to go back in for another striker. We cannot sit on what we've got now because we will be in big trouble. And for the fee that is being rumoured for Moffi of 20-25 million, is a huge investment. And, with rumours around the owners maybe selling up this summer, are they going to want to pay 20-25 mil? We know Sullivan likes that kind of outlandish signing during January transfer window or the summer, especially with a big name strikers or like an exciting European talent. And Moffi fits that description, and he would be an excellent signing for us, not just for now, but for long-term thinking. So yes, we should 100% go and get Moffi now. I think we've played our cards. We've said, right, we're going to get Ings, but we'll come back to Moffi. We'll see what happens with that. And we've kind of tested them. But now we have no option, and it's actually probably going to raise his price again because they know we are desperate for a striker now. You know, make no mistake about that. We are going to be desperate for a striker because we cannot rely on Antonio. I've said it so many times already in this video. We cannot, and I'd like to, you know, hear your guys' thoughts if you think we're good enough with just Antonio, and you know we can survive these next 3 weeks without him. I know some people will probably be arguing, oh, well, we're going to Newcastle away. It's unlikely we'll beat them. Oh, we've got Chelsea and Spurs after that. It's unlikely we're going to get any points from that. It doesn't matter. Like, we need to give ourselves the best chance of getting as many points now from now, until the end of the season. Otherwise, we're in trouble because, yes, we won. Yes, we got a bit of a breather from that bottom 3, but we're still only a few points off the bottom, you know, off 20th place. So it's very tight down there. And in 3 weeks' time, we could find ourselves at the bottom again. It's how quickly things can change in the Premier League. So if you're Moyes, it's gutting for him. It's gutting for everyone. I mean, it's gutting for Ings. Let's just clear that up. He's probably come here really excited about, you know, playing for West Ham and showing the fans what he's got. But he's going to be on the sideline. And again, it's a knee injury. It's one of those that you don't just recover from quickly. It's going to be a few weeks of rehab and, you know, getting back to full fitness again and being match fit. So it's just crazy because now also we've got the FA Cup match against Derby coming up. We're going to have to go full strength for that again as well. So, but if we get through that, we could then have, you know, those games in February, which are going to be really difficult before the Nottingham Forest game, and also the FA Cup. And then we've got European football coming in March. So we have to sign a striker. We have to go and do it now because Ings is going to be out for a few weeks minimum. You know, that is the minimum. It could be up to like 7 weeks, I think one report was saying. So yeah, we're going to have to see what happens with that. Let me know what you guys think because this is just so West Ham. Could it get more West Ham? Let me know what you guys think because we are in trouble if we do not sign another striker. And I just cannot believe this has happened after one game, not even a full game, but one 20-25 minute cameo in a game where he didn't really touch the ball much. I mean, he did a few times, but it wasn't like he put himself about loads and got fouled. And, you know, you could see that maybe his knee was buckling, but Zouma, his knee buckled and he carried on. And now Danny Ings, you know, he can't even play on with a little bit of a niggle. I mean, come on. Maybe take a leaf out of Zouma's book when it comes to that. But yeah, I mean, it's a tough one. It's a tough one for Moyes because there's been a lot around him. A lot of people wanted him to go, including myself, and still feel that he probably should go, again, including myself. So it's up to the board now whether they invest in a striker for what Moyes wants, whether we're going to go into the Premier League market again, someone like a Danny Ings, see what we can explore. I don't know. Or do we just panic? Because Moffy's not going to be an easy deal to wrap up. And we have a week left of the transfer window. So it's getting into dangerous territory. We're going to have to make sure we are equipped going into February, March, April, May, because they are 4 massive months for this club, because it could turn out to be a really, really impressive 4 months. You know, we've still got that Europa Conference League. If we manage to stay up and finish kind of mid-table-ish and also win the Conference League, that would be just unbelievable, kind of turning that around, because we are facing relegation battle and we need to make sure we have all of the players available and all of the assets really to make sure we have the best chance of finishing as high up as we can. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. I mean, does it get more West Ham? Have you seen anything more West Ham in your time supporting the Hammers? And yeah, I guess we just hope that, you know, he recovers quickly from the knee injury and we get to see him a bit earlier than expected, but it doesn't look good. And yeah, knee injuries are never easy to get over. So yeah, let me know in the comments. Leave a like on the video, subscribe for more content coming up this week, and yeah, stay positive with it, and we'll see what happens in this next week at a window. Come on, you Lions.